Hey, Lions Nation! We're back with another exclusive video bringing you all the latest news about our beloved Detroit Lions. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss anything about the team now. Let's get into the news. Higgins left Cincinnati on a night soaked in rust-colored rain, the kind that tastes metallic on the tongue and makes the world look bruised. Nobody saw his departure. Not really. Cameras caught his silhouette crossing the asphalt at the edge of the practice facility, but the lenses blurred at his presence, as if refusing to hold his shape. In this alternate universe, he wasn't a man tired of contracts or negotiations. He was a creature made of ambition sharpened into hunger. A titan who no longer fit inside the walls the Bengals tried to keep him in. His locker had been emptied with ritualistic precision, gloves folded like relics, cleats resting neatly side by side, jersey draped with the care of a burial cloth. Teammates whispered after he walked out, voices trembling not with anger but with the chilling awe that comes when something immense shifts in a room. They didn't say he quit. They said he shed his stripes like a serpent peeling off its old skin. And the moment he stepped into the storm, humidity thick and thunder rolling in slow, predatory pulses overhead, the air tightened in a way that suggested even the sky understood what was being released. On the far side of the city, the shadow of his departure rippled through bars, across living rooms, down streets soaked in summer heat, whispering that Cincinnati had just lost more than a receiver. They had lost a force that bent coverages like gravity and split games apart like fault lines. His agent called it a signing decision. The league called it a shockwave, but the truth simmering beneath headlines was simpler, darker. Higgins wasn't running from Cincinnati. He was answering something older, deeper. A call echoing across state lines northward toward Detroit, and Detroit waited. Before we move on, take a second to drop a like and subscribe. That way, you'll stay up to date with every exclusive Lions update, and you'll even have a chance to win an official Detroit Lions jersey. Let's keep going. When he arrived in the Motor City, the night had turned so cold it felt sharpened, as though every breath carved his lungs with the bite of a knife dipped in winter. The Detroit Lions facility, in this world a cathedral of steel and midnight blue shadows, stirred as if waking from a long slumber. Lights flickered to life slowly, reluctantly, like the eyes of a beast deciding whether the figure approaching its den was prey or kin. T's footsteps echoed through the entry hall, each one landing with a weight that vibrated through the floorboards and up the spines of the staff watching from a distance. Dan Campbell appeared from the tunnel, larger than life, a commander forged from scars and raw intensity, and for a moment neither moved. They simply stared at one another, to forces, to storms, to worlds converging. Dan wasn't smiling. Men like him didn't smile at arrivals like this. Instead, he nodded once, a gesture that carried the heaviness of a pact sealed without words. T exhaled, and the lights above them dimmed slightly, as though accommodating the new presence carving itself into Detroit's foundation. The locker room hummed with unease as he entered, players turning to face him with expressions ranging from reverence to disbelief. Some felt their blood run cold. Others felt adrenaline coil inside them like a waking serpent. T's new locker had no nameplate yet, only the number that would become legend in this dark parallel landscape. He touched it, fingertips gliding over cold metal, and something in the room shifted electric, primal, a tremor that traveled through the walls like an omen. When he stepped onto the field for the first time, the turf seemed to tense under his weight, as though aware it was about to be claimed. The wind picked up and curled around him in spirals, carrying the scent of rain, gasoline, and something else, fear. Quarterbacks watched him line up and felt the world tilt. Defensive backs stared across from him and felt the quiet dread of prey recognizing a predator who moved with the patience of a shadow and the hunger of a storm. His roots tore open the night. His cuts sliced through the field like blades dipped in black flame. And when he caught the first pass, a ball hurled with the velocity of desperation, he snatched it from the air with a force that cracked like a whip across the empty stadium. Dan Campbell watched with a grim satisfaction, not celebrating, not smiling, but accepting, because Detroit had done more than add a weapon. They had summoned a monster, one carved from ambition and sharpened by abandonment. Cincinnati had let him go. Detroit had taken him in, and the league had no idea that with one signature, one midnight walk, one storm-soaked departure, Higgins had transformed the Lions from a team into a reckoning. He had abandoned the Bengals, but what he carried with him What he became upon arriving in Detroit would haunt every defensive coordinator, every corner, every safety, every city that dared stand between him and the end zone. The roar of the Lions would never be the same, and neither would the silence that followed in his wake. We bring you the latest Lions news every single day, so make sure you're subscribed. Hit that like button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing. And of course, drop a comment below with your thoughts on today's news. Your voice makes a difference for Lions Nation. See you in the next video.